Hi, in this video, I'll be walking you through the new features introduced in Think7 QMS version 1.06 release. We have now introduced a new feature through which you can configure if you want to enter the cumulative production quantity on every production and rejection entry task. To activate this, you will have to log in as a super user and go to Policy tab under Company and activate it from here. Once this is activated, the cumulative production quantity will now be editable on every production and rejection entry task. We have now introduced a new feature through which you can ignore any process for traceability. If any process is ignored for traceability, the production quantities for that process in the work order will not be considered for final inspection or dispatch. To ignore any process, you will need to log in as a super user or QA engineer and click on the product and process definitions under the company tab and then navigate to the processes tab. You can select this checkbox under the Ignore for Traceability column for processes which you want to ignore. For example, if I ignore plating for traceability here, quantities produced in plating will not be considered for final inspection. The production quantity for the work order will now be taken from the process which is just before plating in the parts control plan. If you ignore all the processes for traceability, you can enter the work order production quantities directly while creating a final inspection or dispatch task. If you have a shift calendar running, you will now receive a notification on the machine screen or tablet frozen on the machine 10 minutes before the shift event triggers. The operator has the option to continue production if required. We have now introduced a new functionality through which you can download the balloon drawing. You can open the part details under the PPAP section and navigate to the ballooning tab and click on the download icon to download the balloon file. We have now added a new field, Supplier TC reference number, on the incoming inspection check sheets for raw material and subcontracted operations. These details will be automatically included in the dispatch reports for the work orders tagged to dispatch of raw material or subcontracted operations. Also, the supplier details will now be available on the dispatch reports. We have now added a new feature through which you can upload files on a check sheet. Whenever you open a check sheet, there will be an attachment button at the bottom. You can click on the browse button to open the file browser and select and upload any file. On the check sheets report, we have now added new headers and footer details, which include the customer, part, revision number, work order number, machine, operation, and operator details. We have now added a new functionality to allow multiple machines for a single operation within a work order. For example, for any part, if you want to select more than one machine for any operation, you can now add multiple machines by selecting one of the options in each row. We have now added a functionality to merge check sheets for multiple machines running the same operation within a work order. To enable the merging, you will have to activate a policy by logging in as super user. And now, if I create a work order with multiple machines for the same operation, the inspection check sheets for all these machines will be merged. On the merge check sheet, you can fill in the values and then select one of these options for individual machines and then click on Done button. We have now added a partial save button on all the check sheets. You can now use this feature to save the data partially on the check sheet. The partial saved check sheets will remain in the current tasks list. We have now added a new functionality through which you can put machines into an idle state even when there is no work order running on them. On the idle reason master under company tab, we have now added a new column with label affects machine availability. All the reasons which have this column selected will now be appearing as options for the production engineer when they are switching machines without a work order into an idle state. We have now added 3 more reports in Think7 QMS. These are the availability, productivity, and quality reports. To access these, you can click on the reports icon present at the top menu and then click on one of these 3 tabs. On the availability report, you can select a plant or section or machine category or machine and then enter a time period for which you want to see the results and then click on filter. And you will have the total time, the planned downtimes and the unplanned downtimes details displayed here. On the productivity report, you can view the results either machine-wise or part and operation-wise. You can select the required filters and then enter a time period and click on filter. You will have the productivity values in percentage, actual produced and expected produced numbers along with the part and operation details. Also, you can click on the second icon on the left sidebar present here to view the part and operation wise productivity details. Again, you can select the required filters and then select the time period for which you want to view the data. Similar to the productivity report, you can also view the quality report either machine wise or part and operation wise. You can select the required filters and then select the time period for which you want to view the data and then click on the filter button. You will have the quality values in percentage and ppm displayed here. You will also have the total produced, total rejected quantities along with the part and operation wise rejections and their reasons. You can take a PDF or Excel export of any of these reports by clicking on one of these icons present here. Thank you for watching. For further assistance, please drop us an email at help@think7.in.